we are getting some exciting new in-hand looks of the upcoming waves of figures from Jada Toys Street Fighter and Invincible lines, as well as some updates to upcoming pre-orders and potential release dates for these figures. First off, shout out to Toy Migos for making it out to WonderCon and giving us all these awesome previews. This comes from their Instagram page as well as their YouTube channel, so if you don't follow Toy Migos, be sure to go and follow them right now. Now, the first look that we're getting is for the brand new Wave 6 Zangief, one of the last two figures to finish off the roster for Ultra Street Fighter 2, and he is looking so good. The articulation is looking smooth, looking very, very posable, especially for a figure this large. Shout out to Cheney180 from Toy Migos as you see him going through all the different articulation points here, and it's looking fantastic. I cannot wait for this figure. Maybe one of my favorite from the line so far from these early looks, which, you know, is actually not really expected. I wasn't expecting to be so excited for this figure, but after seeing how well they nailed the sculpt and seeing how well this guy moves and articulates, this might become one of my favorites from the line overall. So great work on this. We also got to see them mess with some of the Invincible line that's coming up. These are the new 2.0 articulated bodies, as Jada is calling it, so an entirely brand new articulation system. The joints are a new system, more import style, and from the looks of these figures, it looks like it really enhances the posability and how smooth these things are gonna move. We see Cheney180 here messing with the Invincible figure, and it looks really great. Super posable, moving super smooth, and I just can't wait to see these continue to improve as we get a final product, which should be right around the corner. We're going to get into the upcoming updates to pre-orders and release dates here at the end, but we wanted to look at these in-hand looks for all of these figures, and they're looking just super impressive. We also got to see Cheney180 mess with the Kid Omni-Man, which, just like the Invincible figure, has the 2.0 articulation system. You can see the differences in the knees and the elbows from their earlier action figure line. So this is going to be awesome. I can't wait to finally get the 2.0 updated articulation system in hand to see how it poses, see how well it moves, because as you know, the earlier figures in their Street Fighter line has a, I guess, more outdated system, more of a domestic style articulation system that wasn't always the smoothest. So really cool to see that they're continuing to improve with every drop, and these should be some of the next figures we see coming out of Jada Toys. This is definitely going to be our first chance to see the new articulation that we will be seeing continuing forward with their figure lines into the Alpha line. So these are looking great. Again, shout out to Toy Migos. They do an awesome job of showing us early previews of these figures, as well as interviewing June for new information. So let's go ahead and look at some clips from their interview that they dropped with June from WonderCon 2026. Just a few clips here to show when we can expect pre-orders to drop, as well as potential release dates.
So these will be sometime summerish too. The figures in the display cases are almost final. They're from the tool. We're just making some minor tweaks to some of the shading, and some of the joint tolerances, but they're basically almost done. And these are kind of the first wave of figures that are like the true 2.0 bodies from us.
So according to June, these figures are currently in tooling and should be hitting production soon, expecting to see these released by the end of summer, early fall, which means pre-orders should be coming hopefully by April, May of this year. Now let's see what June has to say about Wave 6 of Street Fighter Ultra 2, the last line for the roster.
There's some improvements in some of the shading and deco, but T-Hawk is next in line. Should be going up for pre-order within April, and then Zangief is not too far off from him, maybe like a month out. So yeah, they're all going to be wrapped up latest like late summer, fall ish, I would say.
So just like the upcoming Invincible line, the last two figures from the Ultra Street Fighter line should be hitting pre-orders here in April. It sounds like T-Hawk is finalized and ready to go, so expect to see the pre-order for him sometime next month, with Zangief about a month behind, probably sometime in May, which means they would be hitting release date of late summer, early fall. I would say you're looking at like a August, September, October window to see these figures hit the market. If you are picking these up from Hong Kong, that means you're going to get them about a month sooner. So keep an eye out for these. These are far along in their production and should be hitting in hand very soon. Now, they also mentioned that San Diego Comic-Con, they have a lot of new exciting things to reveal. That is going to be happening end of July, so keep an eye out for that as well. Super stoked to see what new stuff Jada is going to be bringing to the convention. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for spending some time with us. We'll be breaking stuff down as we get more news and releases of figures. And thanks again to Toy Migos for being on the scene and providing us with these much needed, exciting updates. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.